Hi everybody, it's me, LisaT, coming at you with some positive energy reading. The Language of Letting Go by Melody Beattie. It's another, I have a candy in my mouth. It's another, where can I put it? Hang on, put it right up in there. It's another gray day here in Toronto. And it's a little gray in my heart and my head, to be honest. So I'm going to give you as much positive energy as I can and try and light up your life as I try and light up my own life, because it's all up to me. It's up to you. Let it begin with me. So we're doing The Language of Letting Go by Melody Beattie and reading. Today's my mom's birthday. It still hurts. It still hurts. I still miss her. All these years later, she died when I was 12. So we're at 22, 32. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 22, 32, 42, like 35 years ago. And it still hurts sometimes, some days. And that's okay. And I'm allowed to feel that. I miss her, but she shows up everywhere, and she shows up especially when I need her most. She shows up in signs from dimes. And I bet you she'll show up today or tomorrow for sure. Yeah. And what's coming up for me now is, through doing this work, I learned how to love myself. And I learned how to find that love that I was always seeking to replace that unconditional love that my mom gave me. And I was always, since she passed, I was looking for the world to replace that in some way, a people to place, some person to replace that. And I found it within myself, that love I'd been seeking since I was 12. I found that last year or the year before, when I was like midway through this journey. Yeah, I have to remember that. I have to remember that I can produce that. I can harness that. I can create that love within myself. It begins with me. And yeah, so just to share. Okay, so November 29th, the 12th, step 12. The 12th step says that having a spiritual awakening, we try to carry this message to others. I definitely do that. And I've had an ongoing spiritual awakening since September 17th. And I'm sure that what I'm going through now, I trust the process, as my therapist always said. What I'm going through now, I'm sure, is part of that, because it has been a painful journey since September 17th. It's been painful, but I've had awakenings. It's like, so, the Buddha said, with suffering is where the change is created. Now, it would be wonderful, as like us humans, we could learn and awaken without suffering, but the norm, the human condition, is that it takes us to be beaten down before we decide to make an internal change or see things differently or take a new action to help ourselves. So suffering is a cornerstone for change in the human condition. We can outgrow that, but so I do know that this pain, and for me, I haven't outgrown that idea or that concept or that way that suffering creates change for me. And I've gone through these dark nights of the soul. So, it's gray outside. It's dark in my apartment, even though it's 2:00 in the afternoon. It's, maybe it's just another, another sample of a dark night of the soul, which I know when I have immense pain, because I face it in recovery, I also have immense joy. Like the amount of pain I have also then equates to the amount of joy and awakening I have. So a little bit of pain, a little bit of awakening, massive amounts of pain. After I've gone through it and faced it all and felt it and dealt with it and healed it, then there's immense amount of joy too. So I look forward to that. And the 12th step is about this spiritual awakening, which I have experienced multiple times, and I'm experiencing an ongoing one now for the last 2 months. So the 12th step says that having a spiritual awakening, we try to carry this message to others. And that's what I definitely do. I share it with others. Our message is one of hope, of love, of comfort, and health. Basic necessities that we can, be grateful for in every day of our lives too. Be grateful for the love that is around us. Seek and look for that love. Where am I being shown love from? God, from you, the universe, from my friends, from my family. Look for that, not where they're not loving me. Look for the hope. Where's the hope in my life? Like what is bringing me hope? Look for that instead of the hopelessness. Look for where I'm being comforted. Even sitting in this chair right now, my body is being comforted. I'm being held. It's as simple as that. Like we can find these little things to be grateful for. And when we focus on those things to be grateful for, the hope and love and comfort and health that we have, then there is a better, then we can see better, we can feel better. And with that, the message is one of hope, love, comfort, and health, a better way of life, one that works. How do we carry it? Not by rescuing. We cannot rescue. There's a motto or a saying in 12 steps, and it says, I will something to the fact of, be there for others when they ask for help. And the key part is ask. So when others ask for help, so we don't rescue people. We don't, I think I had a subconscious belief that if I rescue you, I'll save me, where the codependency piece comes in. But we don't rescue. We do not rescue. As I know from my own personal journey, I had to learn my lessons. I had to go through the stuff I had to go through. No one could rescue me. So not by rescuing, not by controlling, and not by obsessing, not by becoming evangelists for the recovery case. We carry the message in many small, subtle, but powerful ways. Small, subtle, and powerful. It's about the little things in life, right? We do our own. This candy's gotten stuck up in my gum there. We do our own. I gotta chew it. Bear with me. Almost down. Okay. We do our own recovery work and become a living demonstration. We show someone who is suffering, we show them a way by walking it, by being a walker of our talker, I like to say. So taking the action, doing the things, and then being a shining example of how we come out of things, how we make our through. Sorry, a hair's tickling me now. Boy, I'm a okay. We do our own recovery work and become a living demonstration of hope, self-love, comfort, and health. These quiet behaviors can be a powerful message. So we don't preach. We don't tell someone what to do. We don't, we don't preach and we don't tell someone what to do. We walk it. We walk it and we talk it, and we go from our own example. We show through our own example. So these quiet behaviors can be a powerful message. Inviting, not ordering or demanding someone to go to a meeting is a powerful way to carry the message. Inviting, I use these words too, like I invite you, or, someone's calling me. Give myself permission, give yourself permission to do this, or I invite you to, instead of telling someone what to do. Even inviting, I invite you to listen to this message. I invite you to open your mind and take this in, not open your mind, take this in. It's an invitation. So inviting, not ordering or demanding someone to go to a meeting is a powerful way to carry a message. Going to our meetings and sharing how our recovery works for us is a powerful way to carry the message. How it worked for me. This is how it worked for me. You could try it or not. And what worked for me, it maybe not work for you, but this is what worked for me. That's all I can talk about. So being who we are and allowing our higher power to guide our actions are powerful ways to carry the message. Often we find ourselves carrying the message more effectively than we do when we set out to reform. So we find ourselves carrying the message more effectively than when we set out to do it, convince or coerce someone into recovery. So we carry the message more effectively when we are just walking our walk and being guided by our higher power, and our actions are guided that way. That's a powerful way to carry the message, not when we set out to reform, convince, coerce someone into recovery. Caretaking and controlling are not ways to carry the message. All of those behaviors carry codependency. Controlling, the big old C word, man. That is subtle. That we can do that in such subtle ways, but awareness of it is the first step. So still, the most powerful form of helping others comes down to helping ourselves. The most powerful is helping ourselves. I was working with a client last week, and before we started the massage, she expressed how she felt like an empty shell, and so empty because her husband had died, an older lady in her 80s. And one of the things I said, you got to take care. I'm so glad you're here, because taking care of yourself is going to give you the ability to take care of the other people. Like she said, I just want to show up for my family and blah, blah, blah. So I'd start with yourself. Take care of yourself first, and then we can be immensely more helpful to others when we take care of ourselves. So still, the most powerful form of helping others comes down to helping ourselves. When we do our own work and are honest and open about it, we impact others more than by our most well-intentioned helping gestures. We cannot change others, but we can change ourselves. That's the serenity prayer. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. We cannot change others, cannot change people, places, and things. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can. Courage. It takes courage to look inside and change ourselves and do things to help change ourselves. The courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. That help me be wise to know I'm not going to be able to change them. I got to change me. So we cannot change others, but we can change ourselves, and we may end up changing the world. Wow, that's a powerful statement. Here's your prayer for today. Today I will strive to carry the message in ways that work. I will let go of my need to help people. Instead, I will concentrate on helping and changing myself. If an opportunity comes up to share my recovery with someone, I will do so quietly, gently, I want to add. God, help me show others comfort, empowerment, and hope. I can be a channel to help others when I am ready. I do not have to force this. It will happen naturally. Amen to this reading. I needed that. Boy, oh boy, beautiful. Okay, everybody, thanks for watching. I love you all. Go out there and take care of yourself, help yourself, love yourself, and be a gift to the world. Namaste. Please hit subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know you're on the journey with me. And have an amazing day, loving yourself and letting go.